insurance. This is Tony Cañas, and today I want to talk to you. My hair is driving me absolutely crazy. Today I want to talk to you about how to build brokered relationships as a young underwriter. This question came in from a student who is about to graduate, who has accepted a job at a major carrier's underwriting trainee program. His main concern was, how do I build good relationships with my brokers once I get them? Fantastic question. So first of all, my background, I was a middle market underwriter. And before that, I was a small commercial farm underwriter. In the middle, I was also a sales manager for two different companies. So I had broker relationships in all of those jobs. So what I shared is a lot of the advice that I got when I first became an underwriter, which really served me well. Number one, responsiveness is the first priority. Brokers complain a lot that they don't hear back from underwriters, or that they don't hear back from underwriters quickly. Getting back to your broker quickly is very, very, very important. It's okay not to know everything, especially as a young underwriter. They're not expecting that you know the answer to everything. They're just expecting you know how to find it. They do want a quick answer. So the number one recommendation is reply to the email right away with the answer. And if you don't know the answer, be honest about it and say something like, I don't know, but I'll find out within 24 hours. And then stick to that timeline you've given them. And don't pretend that you know stuff that you don't. They know you knew. Don't pretend that you know stuff that you don't. Just reply right away, let them know that you'll find out and get back to them within 24 hours, and then follow through. Number two, it doesn't take an underwriter to say no. It takes an underwriter to say yes. This is an old article at Insurance Nurse. I'll include the link. But what I was telling him is there's a lot of underwriters out there who see their job as defending the company from bad losses. That's why a lot of underwriters have the reputation, or underwriting in general has a reputation with the brokers, of being the sales prevention department. You don't want to be the sales prevention department. You want to start from the perspective of, yes, we want to do it. How do we do it? And do your best to help them write it. That's what we should be thinking about. Well, I'm not saying write bad business. I'm saying think of creative ways to write the business. One of the best pieces of advice I got early in my underwriting career is brokers don't have feelings, but they do have memories, okay? So this is kind of funny, but what does that mean? Brokers don't have feelings, but they do have memories. Brokers, because they are independent by nature, they don't care about getting a decline. A decline is perfectly fine, but they will remember if they lost business because you told them you could do something and then it turned out you couldn't, or if it took you forever to give them a decline and they were at the point where you were the last game left in town because everybody else had declined it. Now they'll remember that. A quick no or a quick decline is much better than a slow no or a slow decline. Don't promise you can do something that you can't do. Be very careful about that. Promise to do your best. Don't promise that you're gonna do it and then find out last second from your boss that you can't do it and have them lose some business because they were counting on you. That's the biggest thing. It's okay. They won't get mad at you for declining business. They will for costing the business by being the last person to decline it. Finally, he was asking about advice on how to build broker relationships during the COVID era. By the time he's actually done with the Underwriting Trainee program, most of us will be vaccinated and we'll be able to see each other a little bit more. When that happens, when you do get the chance, well, before, if we're still in the middle of COVID and you need to build broker relationships, Zoom calls, and scheduled Zoom calls. Don't just call them unannounced. But when you do get the chance to have a face-to-face, whether that's in person or not, don't just talk about your company's appetite. Get to know them as a person. Pay attention to what's in their office, what they're into, what their hobbies are. Ask them about their family. Ask them about their book. Are they specialized in anything beyond your company's appetite? Show them that you care about them as people, not just about the business that they can write for your company. The biggest piece of advice, other than responsiveness and the stuff I've already talked about, is everybody knows everybody in this people business. This is a people business, will always be a people business, and everybody knows everybody. Burn no bridges ever. Be nice to your brokers, be friendly, try to help them, be honest and very responsive. They will have patience with you while you learn the job of being an underwriter, as long as they perceive that you are doing your best to help them grow their business. Understand that you will do fine when it comes to the relationship building piece of being an underwriter, which is so important. Thank you.